The British royal family has always been a symbol of power, tradition, and elegance, but behind the polished crowns and glittering palaces, there are secrets so dark that they were buried for decades. The world sees fairy tales, but history whispers scandals. What if one of the most shocking truths about the royals was finally dragged out of the shadows? Edward VIII, the king who flirted with Nazis. Everyone knows the fairy tale story of King Edward VIII, the king who gave up his crown in 1936 for love. But behind the romance lies a chilling secret. Edward wasn't just in love, he was dangerously drawn to Adolf Hitler. In 1937, he and Wallace Simpson visited Germany, even meeting Hitler face to face. Photographs show them giving Nazi salutes. They mingled with top Nazi leaders like Hermann Göring and Joseph Goebbels. Historians still debate, was Edward naive, dazzled by Germany's power, or was he plotting a return to the throne with Hitler's help? Either way, the truth is shocking. A British king shaking hands with the man who would soon bomb London. The Great Royal Cover-Up. If this sounds like something the palace would rather you not know, you're absolutely right. The scandal was buried, carefully, deliberately, and completely. Anthony Blunt, a royal art historian and MI5 spy, was ordered to retrieve thousands of incriminating letters and documents. Nearly 4,000 pieces of correspondence between Edward VIII and Nazi officials were quietly collected and locked away in the royal archives. Those archives are exempt from Britain's Freedom of Information laws. Unlike government records that must eventually be released, the royals' private vault is impenetrable. What they decide to keep hidden stays hidden. The public never gets to see. Imagine it. Letters between a British king and Nazi leaders deliberately hidden from history. This wasn't just about protecting Edward's reputation. This was about protecting the monarchy itself. Why this secret still matters? Some might say, that was nearly a century ago. Why dig it up now? But the truth is, this isn't just dusty history. It's a live wire that shakes the very foundation of the monarchy's image. The royal family is supposed to be Britain's moral compass, a symbol of unity, dignity, and sacrifice. But what happens when documents suggest that one of its most famous kings was cozying up to Hitler? And it's not just about Edward. The secrecy continues today. The Guardian's Cost of the Crown investigation revealed how Queen Elizabeth II used loopholes to shield her personal wealth and influence laws in her favor. If the royals can keep financial secrets from the public, why not historical ones too? The Nazi connection forces a bigger question. How much did the rest of the family know? Were others sympathetic to Edward's views? And why, in 2025, are these files still locked away? Demanding answers from the crown. Historians and activists are no longer satisfied with royal silence. They want those archives moved out of Buckingham Palace and into the National Archives, where the public can finally see the truth. It's not just about the past, it's about accountability. The monarchy, funded by taxpayers, still sits on an estimated fortune of £1.8 billion, according to The Guardian. If the people are footing the bill, don't they deserve transparency? About both money and history? Each year, public trust in the monarchy slips further. The old argument that the royals represent tradition no longer shields them from scrutiny. And with scandals from Prince Andrew to the questions surrounding Princess Diana's death, people are less willing than ever to give the palace the benefit of the doubt. The House of Windsor has endured scandal after scandal, yet always survived. Abdications, affairs, tragedies, explosive interviews. Each time the crown twisted the story to its advantage. But history has claws, and some secrets refuse to stay buried. Edward VIII's Nazi ties aren't just dusty archives. They're a shadow still hanging over the throne. Will he open the vaults or bury the truth deeper? The world is watching. Pressure is rising. The monarchy's darkest secret demands an answer. If you liked this video, tap the bell for more vibes. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.